What's up, Hawk fans? Welcome back to McKeon Park. I'm Tym Brown here with Mike Najarian and Matt Ford-Wellman, and we're doing the parking lot preview here for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks going against the Brewster Whitecaps for the second time this season. Last time was a 3-2 loss, and Brewster was undefeated at the time. Since then, has lost a pair of games. Hyannis coming in on a 3-game win streak. Mike, what are the Whitecaps bringing into McKeon Park today?
Yeah, Brewster's looking to snap their 3-game losing streak that also cost them first place in the East Division in the process. They've got NC State right-hander Jacob Duden on the mound tonight, Huntersville, North Carolina native. He has been lights out for the Whitecaps this summer. He's allowed 1 run, 9 innings pitched. His last start was 5 days ago against Bourne, 5 shutout innings, didn't walk anybody. Struck out a couple guys, gave up 4 hits. But it was really opening day against YD might have been his best outing. 4 innings pitched, 1 run, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits. He's been a machine so far for Brewster this summer. NC State this past year had a 3.9 ERA out of the bullpen. 30 innings, had 5 saves. 21 relief appearances. Did mix 1 start in there, but for the most part, he's been a reliever in college. Starting a little bit for Brewster this spring, and the numbers are speaking for themselves. Jacob Duden, very good. Hyannis' offense going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, absolutely going to have their hands full. Matt, what can we look for from Hyannis to try to crack against this tough righty?
Hyannis kind of has their work cut out for them. They definitely have a game plan that they want to stick to. We talked to head coach Bitch Carricker last night. And we talked about, the early parts of some of these games. The Harbor Hawks are winning games that they get out in front of, especially at home, but particularly on the road when they're batting first. It's really important they get out in front. That's what they've been so good at so far. And at home, they've done it even better, especially over some innings where their starters have been consistent. But on the offensive side of the ball, let's start just going down the lineup here. Ryan McKay leading off, Big Ten All-American, Michigan State. Fantastic player, almost hitting 400 in the Cape League. Follows Carricker's words exactly. He's going to come out swinging. He's going to look to get on base. He has the highest odds to get on base out of anyone on the Harbor Hawks. That's great for the offensive pressure. They're going to put pressure on the defense continuously. Number 2, Matt Mura. He's back in the lineup today, and he's been fantastic. He's put bat on ball consistently. He's always a tough at-bat. You could be looking at maybe 14 pitches if you're a pitcher there. That sucks. As a pitcher, it is terrible when you go, 30 pitches in the first inning. You feel like you're down 2 innings already. You're tired. You're just getting out the gate. This is what these good hitters can do. And then Miles Bailey in the 3 spot, a hitter you always have to be careful of. You have to throw your best stuff at. You cannot leave something middle. You're going to have to be dominant all day, and that's what this lineup will require. For Ray Velasquez, he's been probably the most clutch player for the Harbor Hawks so far. He's been great. He's looking to continue that. That's just the first 4, Tim. That's what we got coming up, and, I want to see if Brewster can match it. They were able to match it so well the first time, and they're going to have to keep the run total low. Because I think if Hyannis gets going and really gets chugging along, they have the ability to put stretches in the later innings and put the bat on the ball. Tym Brown, what's Hyannis doing on the mound here to try to counter Brewster's offense? Because, they have a powerful offense to match their powerful pitching staff.
Well, Brett Landman is going to be on the bump today for the Harbor Hawks. He went really strong in his first outing with Hyannis, went 3 innings deep against the Bourne Braves at their field, somewhere where the Harbor Hawks hadn't won for over 2 years. And he delivered a good, strong start to the game, supported by some good offense from the Harbor Hawks. And he'll be looking to have more of that today. And we saw it yesterday in Falmouth, where the Hawks scored 2 runs in the first inning with a Ray Velasquez double. You mentioned his impact. Brett Landman can definitely depend on this offense, and the Hawks adversely can depend on him to give them a fresh start in this one against an opponent they deeply want to win against.
I can expect that this is probably, among the players, a really, really big game. Power rankings came out. We all saw it. We all took a peek. Brewster number 1, Hyannis number 2. You're looking at that loss, 3-2. That's a winnable game. Hyannis had a lot of runners in scoring position. There was a lot of things they could have done differently that they didn't quite do. And, the air's a little different today. The bats are hot. It's a little less windy. I think the ball is going to stay true to itself. We're going to have to see how the ball plays out on the field. Obviously, I think everybody should come down 6 o'clock, catch the game. This is going to be a good one. These are 2 teams that do not want to lose. They do not want to add to the loss column. They would like to scratch this as a win, keep the momentum going.
Absolute battle of heavyweights here at McKeon Park. Mike, we're going to start with you for the game prediction and player of the game. What do you got?
Yeah, obviously, the first time these 2 teams played each other was a really close game. It was a low-scoring game, which I didn't have pegged. I didn't think that was going to happen. But Hyannis did end up on the wrong side of that one, a 3-2 game. I think we're going to see just as close a game today. I think both these teams stack up really well against each other with good offenses, good pitching staffs. I think it's going to be another one-run game. I think there's going to be a couple more runs scored, so give me a 5-4 Hyannis victory. Player of the game, I really liked what I've seen from Matt Mura today. In batting practice, he was killing the ball. He wasn't necessarily clearing the fence, but he was squaring up pretty much every pitch, driving them to the gaps, one hop into the wall. He was fantastic showing in batting practice. So give me Matt Mura, player of the game, and a 5-4 Hyannis win.
Well, I like the idea of a one-run game. I'm saying Hyannis is in an absolute flow state right now. They're going to have a little bit more separation. Give me a 6-3 Harbor Hawks win here, and I want to see Von Lackey take off today at the plate. He has struggled so far. He's shown a lot of frustration from it. Today, Mitch Carricker put him in the DH spot. We're looking for him to punch through.
Boys, these games are just not big enough. I need a spotlight for what day is it today?
June 26th.
Okay, I need a spotlight.
25th.
25th?
25th.
June 25th, we need a spotlight on this one. We need to look back and say this was a big game. This was, a big moment. I'm going to say 8-6 Hyannis. They're going to get some big runs. And you know what that's going to come? It's going to come from consistent clutch hitting. It's the little efforts things. It's the little things. Most clutch hitter, he's going to come forward today. Ray Velasquez, I think he's going to step up. He's going to have a lot of RBIs. He's going to find a way to get the guys at the top of the lineup in, and the guys at the bottom turning over, he's going to find a way to push them forward. We're going to keep the line moving. That's my prediction. It's going to be a good one, guys.
Absolutely. All right. I think there's only one thing left to say, fellas.
Yep.
Go Hawks!